What is going on, people of YouTube? My name is Kurtyoy. Welcome to a brand new preview. Hallelujah, it's back. Again, if you want to know why I've had a long time, well, a long time for me anyway, but a long time off making videos, check the previous video on my channel. It gives you an update on why I took extended time off, my time in America, all that. Not very in detail, because I've got a few in detailed things to talk to you all about that. But needless to say, I've got 12 players. I'm previewing who might do well in this game week. Generally, since I've been away from England, I've done very good. Hopefully we can continue that form into 2016, into a new year, into England, and not dip into sort of rubbishness. Anyway, I've got 3 goalkeepers here. First of all, they all should be here. I'll be surprised if they weren't. But first of all, we've got David De Gea. He's in here for the simple reason I think he is going to do fine. And next game week he'll make a few saves maybe, but you've got an away game against Newcastle. Newcastle were poor when when they played Arsenal, so they should do fine here. Manchester United, they've not done very good attacking wise, not done very good defensive wise, but I feel like this is a game where they maybe could concede nothing and score 2 or 3 and get back into the old Manchester United. The Fergies sort of expect to go there, and a team on bad form expect to score 4 or 5, and you could go there. If you lost 1-0, you'd be thinking, we'll take that result. But De Gea is in there nonetheless. We've got another goalkeeper. Surprisingly, we've got 2 more as well. This one is a bit surprising, I have to admit. This one didn't thought I'd see the day, but a Chelsea player is in the team. We've got Thibaut Courtois. Sorry, I got a bit of a cough. He's on the back of 2 clean sheets. I believe he'll make it 3. He's got a home game against West Bromwich Albion, and for me, I'm looking at that thinking Chelsea are not the same Chelsea as they were under the title-winning season, but they're getting there. And I believe another clean sheet will be in order. They lost 3-2, or they won, 3-2 against West Brom earlier in the season. They'll be making that hopefully a clean sheet today. And if not, Thibaut Courtois will do his best to prevent it. So you got a good chance of getting a clean sheet here. And lastly, this one's going to be a bit of a surprise. Higher scorer, no doubt, than Thibaut Courtois, but Lucas Fabianski. Fabianski, in case you don't know, Flappy Hansky's just a little bit of a joke. He is doing a mighty fine himself. You look at the last few games, he's looking at 6, 7, 6, and also 2, but that was against Manchester United, so I think we'll let him off for that. Swansea have been poor, so have Sunderland, but I believe they'll go there. And you're looking at the games they did get clean sheets from: West Ham, West Brom, and Crystal Palace. I believe a nice home game against Sunderland should see them get an easy clean sheet in that one. Apologies, I'm about to cough. Moving on to the defence now, staying on the theme of Swansea City. I know, Swansea City are in there, Chelsea are in there. What is going on this week? We've got Ashley Williams. Like I said, I strongly believe they're going to get a clean sheet. So much so if I had a free transfer, I probably would be putting either of them in. Probably Ashley Williams for, let's say, Johnny Evans. Because I don't believe Johnny Evans is going to get a clean sheet, but I believe Ashley Williams and Swansea are. So Ashley Williams is in there. You could also go for a cheaper route of Norton, but everyone else is 4.8 million. So you may as well just stick Williams in there. He's a captain, he's a leader, and he's also got a chance of getting his head on the end of a cross. Second defender we've got, again, don't shoot me, but we've got another Chelsea player. I've gone with John Terry, because I don't know who's going to play out of Zuma, Terry and Cahill. It seems to change every week, so I've gone with John Terry. I believe Hiddink believes in him. I believe he still thinks he's got a slight bit of a leg left, where other players have 2 to run on, and John Terry will deliver a clean sheet. And also, it sort of feels like one of those games. If you've been a football fan around the Premier League for a long time, it feels like one of those games where John Terry's just going to get on the score sheet. Now, he's been around for a few years. He usually gets about 5 goals a season. It just feels like one of those games. And if you know what I mean, then leave a like. Let me know what you think. If you get that feeling as well, just that John Terry's going to score today sort of feeling. I don't know what it is. I just feel like this is a game where John Terry will score. But he's in there because he'll deliver a clean sheet. If he gets a goal as well, insert many points. Zuma did it against Arsenal. Goal and a clean sheet, 15 points. So the points are there for the taking. And lastly, we've got a player on my team. I'm not going to find him. His name is also so hard to put in these little boxes. It's Toby Alderweireld. Now, I've stuck him in there. You can see like a bit of a bum-out choice. I don't really like to go like, oh, my 3 attacking choices are going to be, Lukaku, Kane and Carlo. I don't like to be just giving you the obvious, because I feel like the obvious is slap bang like there. It doesn't take a genius to work out. I want to give you the slightly less obvious. I feel like this could be, because you're looking at Leicester's form and you're thinking, oof, Leicester are going to get, a few goals in this one. But Leicester have been poor themselves. Hence the reason I don't have a Jamie Vardy in my team anymore. I am sticking with Mahrez because I feel like he will still do well. He still managed to go up somehow from 7.1 to 7.2, even though he's done nothing. 2, 3 and 1. But I believe he takes penalties. He's a fantastic player in general. I believe he'll get in the end a lot of stuff. Scored a lot of points already this season. But Leicester have been poor. I was on this just to show you the fact that they haven't scored in the last 3. So that's going against them. And look at Toby Alderweireld. He's a nice person that can get you a few bonus points. Look at the bonus points in general, 10 points this season. I believe this could be a good week for Toby Alderweireld. Just going to put that out there. Moving on to midfield, and yeah, left it on Chelsea because we've got another Chelsea. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's come over me. We've got another Chelsea. This is the last Chelsea player, but we're going for their possibly player of the season so far. I mean, I know people like it, otherwise it's Willian. Now, he just seems to be grinding out performance after performance after performance. He's basically kept Chelsea where they are. Without Willian's performances, who knows where they would be in the table right now? Of course, they wouldn't be, sitting on Aston Villa's points. But you'd be thinking, this is a Chelsea that have survived off Willian, basically like they survived the end of the season off Hazard. Now, Hazard stopped performing, and now Willian had to step up. And I don't think Willian is good. He's not as good as Hazard. Now, if Willian stopped performing, you're looking at the same situation as Hazard last season. The amount of points they would have dropped without Hazard's contributions, they would have not won the league. They would have probably sunk lower than top 4. And I stand by my statement on that. Willian's in there though because he did fantastically against Palace. He grabbed himself a clean sheet against Man United, who I believe got a clean sheet this week, and also against Watford. He picked himself up a nice little assist, as well as getting 2 versus Sunderland. So he's in a decent bit of form. Looking at 1 goal and 4 assists in the last 4 games, which is not too bad indeed. But West Brom poor defensively recently. For some reason, Tony Pulis' side have not been working like Tony Pulis' sides have. He's in there. Next up, I'll just cut this short because I feel like I'm waffling on a bit. Dimitri Payet, he's coming back. It looks like he's back to full fitness, making a substitute appearance against Villa, or Liverpool, sorry, and also in the cup against Wolves. Sorry, Dave Azzopardi, who'd you get in the 4th round? Oh, that's too early for that joke. And I believe, looking at his, the fact that he's had a long injury layoff, he could start this game against Bournemouth, and I believe he could grab a few extra points as well. Assists, goals, who knows? The fear factor of facing West Ham is back, hopefully, for the rest of the season. Otherwise, West Ham could have a torrid period again without him. And lastly, apologies again for the coughs, we've got a Stoke player by the name of Marco Arnautovic. 96 points. He'll take his points tally over 100, I believe, this game week. Home game against Norwich. Look at Norwich being very poor, and they're dreadfully close to the drop zone. Admittedly, it is 6 points. You look at it thinking they should be safe, but I don't think if Newcastle go down, I don't think it's going to be as easy as that. I think Newcastle will improve. I think Sunderland will get a few more points. I think Villa are down. But I think those two will get a few points, make it interesting. Chelsea aren't out of it yet, remember, so who knows. But I believe this is going to be quite an easy game for Stoke, although they did make a meal of a game. I believe it might have been against West Brom. Yeah, lost 2-1 against West Brom. Not quite sure what went on there, but there you go. Marko Arnautovic, I believe, is going to get a few points anyway. Lastly, we've got 2 players on here. One player that isn't even on Fantasy Premier League, so I'll explain that first. But first of all, we'll go over the Arsenal. I'm not going in order. What I've got on here, we've got Olivier Giroud. I said I wouldn't go for the obvious. I don't believe this is obvious. Liverpool away, I'm thinking, stay away from that. I believe there's a good chance for Giroud to nod himself in a few goals. Liverpool have been poor in the defence, so it should be a good time to grab yourself some goals. And also, I'll say anyway, get Özil in, please. Don't refuse it, because you're looking at 55.5% of people getting it. Minus people that have given it up. It's a large majority. Just get him in there. He does magical things with the ball. He's worth a punt. Next up, we have got a striker by the name of Andy Carroll. Now he's back to full fitness. They're only missing Sacco now in the attack, and he's in good form. Scored in his last 2 games, despite not playing 45 minutes or not playing 90 minutes against Southampton. He also did well coming on against Wolves, and it proves what I say time and time again to everyone. Andy Carroll is probably one behind Giroud. Andy Carroll is one of the most underrated, if not the most underrated, target man in the world. He is so lethal, and he's such a pain to mark. He's fantastic in the air. He's also fantastic on the ball as well, despite when he's turning in the box. But in his own box that is. But I think he's a menace, and he'll definitely grab a few goals, hopefully against Bournemouth. And lastly, we have got a Bournemouth player. But he's not on here. The player I'll be going with, let's go on Butcher, for example. I'm just going on Matt Butcher because why not? He's not, no reason really. Benik Afobe. Now he's joined Bournemouth. I believe he's eligible for the game. And if there is a bit of sour grapes from Wolves fans losing their star striker and losing to West Ham, is that he could go to Bournemouth and probably condemn them to a defeat. He's a fantastic performer. Being a Sheffield Wednesday fan, knowing the Championship very well, one of the best strikers there, links with Norwich, moved to Bournemouth, could be the thing they need to restart their season. You stick him up there with the likes, you get Wilson fit, you've got Glenn Murray who can finish it, you've got 3 fantastic strikers there, all Premier League quality, all going to score you goals, Radi, you know the rest. So basically, if he goes on there, I'd get him into your teams. He could be cheap, and he could be quite a useful signing. I believe he will play first team football, and he will be a danger. But that is that for this episode of Preview, everyone. Hopefully I've helped you out. Remember, still get him in, please. But thank you guys for watching nonetheless. If you like this video, leave a like, let me think in the comments down below, and subscribe if you feel like I'm worthy, and I'll catch you all in hopefully the review. I will do it this week, I hope. It's going to be a quick few days for videos, as I know we've got a midweek game week and then a Saturday game week. But thank you guys for watching, and peace.